Hello, hello, hello. It has been a while. How are you? Hope you're doing great in these strange times. My name is Monique, and I have something for you today that I wanted to share with you. I don't know why I don't have the good light. Sorry if it is moving too much. Okay, let's do this. Hi, so my name is Monique, and today I wanted to share something with you. I'm working on a project that is going to release on Monday the 29th of June. It's a webinar that I'm working on. And I thought I'm going to share already a little bit about the webinar with you. So maybe that could interest you, and I have a really nice surprise at the end of this live. So the webinar will be sold in the future for $197, but you can get access to it for free, and that I will share with you later on with the other surprise. So why the webinar? So I struggled with my weight for as long as I remember. Since I was 16, I was always searching for solutions to lose weight. I already told this, but I even did the bread and water diet, like in prison, only bread and water for several days. So that works. You lose weight, but you don't get the necessary nutrition in your body. So what happens as soon as you start eating only bread and water, you gain weight again, and often more than you lost. So that's one thing. Then I saw when getting older, I'm now 51. I in the last 10-15 years, I see women around me that are complaining about menopause, that are gaining weight because of menopause. That's what they say. I see women who don't sleep as well as they did before they hit it 45, 46. So I was always thinking about that. And when I was younger, we had a neighbor in the street where we lived. And she was about 50, 60, I don't know, because I was maybe 10, 12, 15 years old. And she had those hot flashes, but I didn't know what it was. She was always red, and we called her the tomato. So that wasn't very kind of us as children, but we didn't understand that the poor woman was going through menopause, and that's why she became so red. She had those hot flashes, and she really had them very often, and she was sweaty and so on. So years later, my mother went to menopause, and she didn't become that red as our neighbor, but she was always tired when that happened, and she became very pale. She had a lack of energy, and she didn't sleep as good. So, and that took on for several years. And at that time, with the knowledge I had at that time, I said, why don't you get some medications to help you with that? Because it had an influence on a lot of stuff. Before that, we always went to her home with the whole family, with my brother, with my sister, with our children, and we ate on Saturday evening. And at a certain period, she stopped with it because she didn't have the energy to do that anymore. So I always found that very, not disturbing, but a pity, because I said, Ash, there are a lot of things that you cannot do now because your lack of energy. So I always told myself, I'm not going to get that. I'm not going to gain weight. I'm not going to get lack of sleep, and so on and so on. I thought I knew of everything better at that time. And in 2015, yes, it began for me too. I started to have hot, cold flashes during the night. So my sleep started to deteriorate, and I thought, no, this is not what I want. I want to change that, and so I started searching what I could change to do all that. So what I learned is that it had a lot to do with my eating pattern, what I was eating, and the things that I was doing. I wasn't exercising enough. So that is what I changed in the first period. I started eating a lot more fruit and vegetables, and within 6 weeks I didn't have the hot flashes anymore during the night, and instead of waking up every 2 hours, I could sleep during the whole night. But then about 10 months ago, 9 months ago, no, I didn't become pregnant, but I started a job for 3 days in the week, and I sit the whole day. And even though we have a lot of fun, there are often slices of pie that we get, and things that we eat during the day. So my rhythm began to change from doing exercise every day, from exercising every day. Even if it were only 15 minutes, I started doing that at a regular pace. I had to adapt to a new situation. My body had to adapt, but I started gaining weight, and the really ugly thing for me was my stomach and my belly. So I started looking around what that could be, and then it hit me. I am a beautician for almost 29 years. I don't practice anymore. I don't have my shop anymore. But one thing I learned years ago is when you are starting menopause and when you are going through menopause, you are going to lose something in your DNA, and that is the capacity to create collagen. And what is collagen? Collagen is the glue from your body. It is what helps your skin toned. It is what helps your body toned. It's what helps you get that you are able to stand straight up, because it's the glue from everything, from your cartilage, from your muscles, from your veins. In your veins, for example, 80% of your veins exist of collagen. So what happens when you cannot produce it anymore? That doesn't mean that you don't have it anymore at all in your body, but it's going to become lesser and lesser. So that is what happened to me. I started to see it in my skin. My skin became more flabby. My tummy became bigger and less strong, and I was panicking. I think, oh, what is going to happen to me? And then it hit me. It was my lack of collagen, and I didn't add it anymore to my body. So that's what when I started to change, I started adding more collagen food to my regimen, to everything I ate, and I started searching for things that can help with losing belly fat. So my webinar is not going over belly fat. No, my webinar is going to be about health in general for women, not only moms, women in general, and women as of 35-40. We are losing things in our systems, in our hormones, and so on. So there are things that are going to shift, and it is sometimes really difficult to adapt, because we are hormonal creatures. So when our hormones are out of balance, we are starting to getting all sorts of things. Our emotions are going to change, our skin is going to change, our hair, our nails. And if we know that we can do something about it, and we can feel better, if we can keep those hormones balanced, then we all feel much better. So the webinar will be about women's health in general, and what we can do to get through that menopause and age better through the years. That is something that is really important, I think, and will maybe help a lot of people. So today you can get access to this webinar that will be sold for $197 in the future, in a few months, but now you have the possibility to access it for free. You can get access through it, the link that I'm posting below, and you only have to do one thing, and that is post your biggest question that you have about menopause or about health in general, and only 50 people get free access to this webinar. So don't wait too long. The link is below, and click on it, and you will see the steps that you can take afterwards. So today is one of the things I'm going to share in the webinar. So in the upcoming weeks, I'm going to share bits and pieces that will be spoken about in the webinar. There are always also 2 interviews with with two of my favorite friends in this world. I work with them and they have so much knowledge. So I had an interview with each of them, and those will be in the webinar too. So you will have a lot of information that maybe can help you, or maybe you want to share it with somebody that is in your family that could have benefit from it, so you can share this webinar, this live with them. So what causes belly fat? Belly fat is caused by a lack of collagen, because then your muscles become less strengthened and your everything is going to be sagging. Your change in hormones, like I said, we are women are hormonal creatures, so when our hormones change, everything changes in our body. Not enough exercise, like I told you, I stopped doing exercise every day, so things started to change. And of course, not drinking enough fluids. And with fluids, I don't mean wine. Wine is not too bad for us, but 1 or 2 glasses of wine a day is more than enough. But more is going to hurt us more than that. It does good. But especially water. And what sort of water? Filtered water, so water where you get out all of the impurities in there, the chlorines and so on. So filtered water, and filtered water is also more alkaline, and alkaline will mean that you are less that you decrease the possibility to have inflammation in your body, and inflammation is hot. So as you drink more fluids, more filtered water, you will decrease the chances of having hot flashes too. So to get a flat stomach, it takes a little effort and also a little exercise and a little sacrifice. But I have some foods that you can eat more, because it will help you to decrease your belly fat. So drink natural juices, but not too much, because there's fruit sugar in it. And but try to drink at least 2 liters of water every day. Remove refined flour, compound foods, sweets, etc. from your diet. So if you're somebody who likes to eat a lot of sugar, because you're addicted to sugar, don't try to stop everything at once. I am always for baby steps. Why? Because if you change things too radically, then you will not keep up to it. Then after a week, after several days, you have a breakdown and you eat everything that you didn't eat it last week. So that doesn't work. Change small steps. For example, if you eat every day a piece of pie, I take an example. Stop eating a whole piece of pie. Only take 2 or 3 bites and do that the same day. Do less of something for a week, and then the week after it you add something to it. So for example, create a new habit, do it for a week, 10 days, and then you change it to something more. For example, if you don't drink 2 liters of water every day, but only half a liter, drink your half a liter every day, add 1 cup of water to it every day. So, and the week afterwards you add 2 cups to it, and so on, that you get to your 2 liters. Because otherwise you go to the toilet too often, it doesn't work. It's like a plant that didn't have water for a long time. If you give it a lot of water, everything goes away. It doesn't have the time to absorb it. Same thing for your body. So remove refined flour, compound foods, sweets, etc. from your diet. Remove salt from your diet as much as possible, because it is a main cause of fluid retention. So if you have those swelling under your eyes, or on your belly, or on your ankles, maybe you eat a lot of salt, try to lacer it. You adapt in about 18 days. 18 days is all you need to have a new taste or a new habit. So if you eat a lot of salt and you start diminishing your salt in your food, it only takes 18 days to adapt to it. So it's not too long. I try to keep it up for at least 18 days. And get into the habit of exercising a little bit every day. For example, walk a half an hour every day, walk around the block, take your bike, go for a ride, and just do it every day and think it's going to increase my health, so then it will be more easy to continue do it. So a diet, I don't think diets work. I think changing of habits works. If you change a habit, progressively, that it becomes a new habit, then you forget about it because it is a new habit. It is installed in your system and you don't have to think about it anymore. Like brushing your teeth, you do that twice a day. You don't think about it. It's something that is a good habit you learned when you were little, and you keep on doing it every day because you know what the benefits. Otherwise, all your teeth are going to fall out. For your body, it's the same thing. Change everything in a few weeks, and don't try to change everything at once. So take your time, take 6 weeks to change small things every week. So eat at least 4 times to 5 times a day. Don't eat only in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening, because maybe those lapses of time between are too big, and it can make you eat more at every meal. For example, if you eat early in the morning, I eat sometimes at between 6 and 7 in the morning, then I have to eat something between 10 and 11 because it's the time between breakfast and lunch is too big for me. So if I don't eat at 10 or 11, then at 1 o'clock I eat too much. So that's so eat a healthy. Take always a healthy snack with you. Prepare on Sunday, for example, the snacks for the whole week, so you can take it out of your refrigerator and you always have something healthy to snack on. Celery with peanut butter is something that is really awesome as an in-between snack. The same thing for 4 o'clock. For me, for example, I like to take a protein shake at 4 o'clock because that way I have everything in my body that my body needs, and I don't eat as much in the evening, because the evening meal shouldn't be the most heaviest meal, because afterwards you don't exercise anymore. For the most of people, you go to sleep and all that food is going to work in your body and not always for the good. So try to eat your heaviest meal in the middle of the day and your lightest meal at the end of the day. Also, my protein shake helps me from stopping to snack because I have all the proteins in my body that my body can work with. So some foods that can really help you lose that belly fat is, for example, apples. Apples is the best fruit to burn belly fat. When you eat it in combination with oatmeal, it's a great way to start your day, and it is really something that helps you burn your belly fat. Bananas also, it contains only between 75 and 130 calories. It's rich in potassium, calcium, magnesium, and vitamins. So, and it's like an isotonic, but then in the form of food. So it really can help you. Like I said, celery is a great snack. It shouldn't be missing from your diet. It helps you lose weight in a natural way, and it goes so perfectly with a lot of foods. And I like it especially with a little bit of natural organic peanut butter. Then shellfish, that is something that is it can maybe be a little bit expensive, but if you eat it 2 to 3 times a week and you don't eat big portions, then it has to be. Maybe it's doable. It has a lot of omega-3 rich fatty acids, so it's going to lower inflammation. You know, inflammation, hot flashes, and it's also very good for your skin and for your brain. A fifth fruit or vegetable is avocados. I love avocados. I eat it in my shakes. I eat it like this with a spoon often. It has a lot of oleic acid, and it helps to eliminate, or it delays the feeling of hunger. So it has also a lot of fibers, and it helps you flatten your stomach. So don't eat too much of it, but you can eat 1 a day. Then cherries. Who doesn't like cherries? So they help you digest better. They help you lower your cholesterol, and they regulate your metabolism. So it lessens your cravings. It lessens your feeling hungry. So, and then the last, the tomatoes. A tomato is one of the best foods next to apples to burn your belly fat. So eat your tomatoes every day, and it's you can combine it in so many things, in salad, in soups, in sauces, and so on and so on. So add as much as possible those 7 fruits and vegetables to your daily habits, and you will see how your stomach is going to get away. So when you click on the banner, you can get a free ebook with a 30-day meal plan. Just click on the banner, you see the link, and you can download your free ebook with a 30-day meal plan that will also help you with a lot of tips, recipes, and some ideas. And if you want to get access to the webinar for free, then click on the link below so you get in, because there's only 50 seats available for free access. So don't miss out on that. So for now, I hope this was valuable. If you know somebody in your environment, a woman who's suffering from menopause, who is suffering with weight gain, or with lack of sleep, and so on and so on, it's all in the daily habits concerning our health. Maybe you can share this video with that person, and maybe it can benefit her. So that would be very nice. And please put share in the link so that I can thank you for it. Okay, I wish you a very, very fine day. I hope to talk to you soon, and I hope to see you in the webinar.